From Amateur Radio Newsline Report, number 2468, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, February 26, 2025. As Newsline went to production, the amateur radio developer and manufacturer Rig Expert reported the destruction of its administrative offices at its headquarters in Ukraine. Newsline anchor Skeeter Nash, N5ASH, picks up the story.
The company said on its website and in social media posts that the offices were struck by a Russian ballistic missile. Rig Expert said that all its personnel were safe, production remained unaffected, and that its customer support operations will continue. The company issued a statement on Wednesday, February 12th, saying, quote, "Even though this is a difficult situation, the Rig Expert team is committed to restoring operations as soon as possible to continue providing our great products to you. We are working tirelessly to minimize delays and fulfill our commitments." End quote.
We'll have more as this story develops. The U.S. Congress has also returned to considering a measure giving hams the right to install antennas that, until now, had been banned or restricted by homeowners associations.
A proposed law has been reintroduced in Washington, D.C. to restrict the power that the homeowners associations, or HOAs, have to prevent ham radio operators from installing antennas outside their residences. This is the latest version of the Amateur Radio Emergency Preparedness Act, which has been considered by U.S. lawmakers over the past several years without taking any action. The measure prohibits HOAs from writing rules that ban amateur radio antennas, which are recognized as part of an essential disaster communication system for public safety. The act also provides hams with the means of resolving disputes that arise in connection with their antennas. The sponsors are U.S. Senators Roger Wicker, a Mississippi Republican, and Richard Blumenthal, a Connecticut Democrat. Opponents of the measure in previous years have raised concerns that large antennas spoil the aesthetics of a community. Many of the measure's supporters have countered that ham radio antennas should be given the same consideration as satellite dishes and TV antennas, which many HOAs permit. This is Paul Brown, WD9GCO.
Alabama AM radio station WJLX, which reported the mysterious theft of its broadcast tower and destruction of its transmitter 1 year ago, has gone back on the air on its assigned frequency of 1240 AM. Once again, here's Skeeter Nash, N5ASH.
According to a story on the Radio World website, the station's signal was restored quickly before the one-year expiration date of the Special Temporary Authority the FCC granted it after the incident was reported. The station has come under different management following the subsequent death of Brett Elmore, the general manager who had reported the theft and vandalism. The station has been back on the air on AM since the 1st of February, using a temporary setup transmitting 100 watts. A 195-foot tower is expected to be installed soon. The station also has a new 1-kilowatt transmitter. It can also be heard via an iHeartMedia translator on FM and will soon be taking over FM operations at 90.1 megahertz. The case of the missing transmitter and 200-foot tower has not been solved.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With Skeeter Nash, N5ASH, Paul Brown, WD9GCO, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe, I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3, we'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.